Hey guys, welcome to Cape and Cowl Café. I'm Nemo, and today I will be going over 10 features that I would love to see in LEGO Batman: Legacy of the Dark Knight. If you guys enjoy the video at any point today, I'd really appreciate if you hit that like and subscribe button, but let's just hop right into this. So, I've already made a video on this topic, which you can watch right here, but we've gotten some more information from the developers, we've gotten some updates, so I just thought I'd share some more features that I would love to see in this game. We've already gotten a ton of different Batman suits confirmed for the game. We have the Robert Pattinson suit, the Christian Bale suit, the Michael Keaton suit, Brave and the Bold, BTAS, Batman Forever, Rainbow Batman, Adam West, the 1940s serial Batman, and the first appearance Batman. And I'm sure that there will be many, many more. But the first feature that I would like to mention is customizable bat suits. Now, we know that there's probably not going to be a character customizer in this game. That has not been a trend that we've been seeing in recent LEGO games, but it would be awesome if you can mix and match the different parts of the costumes that you earn and create your own ideal perfect bat suit. And part of the fun in LEGO games is using the character customizer to just create weird, wacky combinations. So you could put the Robert Pattinson torso with the Rainbow Batman helmet and just mix up all the colors. It doesn't really need to make sense, it's just part of the fun. But if there are really as many suits as they are saying that there's gonna be, the possibilities and combinations are gonna be truly endless if we are able to customize the bat suits the way that we would like to. They have to add this. Alright, the next feature that I would love to see is fully explorable locations. Now, we have seen from some of the gameplay trailers that we will be visiting multiple iconic locations throughout the story, like Wayne Manor, GCPD, the Iceberg Lounge, but I would like to be able to explore these areas after the story. In so many games, we see it where you complete the main story and then you're locked out of the areas that you were visiting throughout the campaign and you can't explore them again. And that's just such a shame, you know? Like, it would be such a huge missed opportunity not to incorporate these iconic locations into the open world design. So Wayne Manor, Wayne Tower, the Iceberg Lounge, Arkham Asylum, the GCPD building, we gotta be able to explore all of it. I think every single location we visit in the campaign should be revisitable. Alright, the next feature that I would love to see in this game is another suit one. Now, we have had tons of iconic looks for LEGO Batman throughout the years in all of the LEGO Batman games, and I would like to see every single one of them return in this game. So all of the weird power suits like the bomb suit, the heat suit, the sensor suit, the space suit, I want them all, okay? If this game truly is the celebration of Batman's legacy, and this is supposed to be the full Batman experience, they have to include this. It just makes sense for them to celebrate all of their past work and just, show some love to the old LEGO Batman games. The next feature I would love to see is a villain campaign. Now, the developers have said that there are only going to be 7 playable characters in this game, but I think that that is a lie. I think that they are trying to save, some surprises for us, and I think a villain campaign could be one of those where you replay the story but from the villain's perspective, and if each level is based around a different villain, they could definitely do something like that. Like we saw the level with the Ace Chemicals building, and you could have a whole level where, the Red Hood is breaking into the building and he's fighting off the security and he's kind of taking over the power plant, getting it ready for his showdown with Batman. This one might be a reach, and it might just be me coping with the fact that we're only going to have 7 playable characters, but a man can dream, Okay, so I'm sure I'm not the only one, but I absolutely hated the vehicle missions in the previous LEGO Batman games. Anytime I had to get into the Batwing or the Batmobile and I was forced to use that super zoomed out camera angle and just, drive around these boring environments, it was just a terrible time, but that could change in this game. I would love to see vehicle chases in this game. Similarly to how they did it in Arkham Knight with the militia APC chases, but in LEGO, and using your favorite Batmobile or Batcycle, that would just be a dream come true. It would be so cool. And they could totally incorporate it into the open world design. We know that there's going to be random crimes in this game, so why don't they just add police chases to that, where you can kind of help out the police and, chase down some criminals with the Batmobile. And speaking of open world random crimes, we know that we will be getting random crimes in this game. On the rooftops of Gotham and throughout the streets of Gotham, we'll be busting up drug deals and break-ins and robberies, but I would like to add some mini-bosses. I think it would be really fun to find D-list villains throughout the city just randomly, and they would be mini-bosses that you could fight and take down, Like maybe you find Condiment King, causing some trouble in Gotham, so you go in and you take him out, and it's a really quick crime because these are D-list villains. You could do Clock King and Music Meister and Crazy Quilt and There's so many different options, and it would just be a fun feature to have. It would really flesh out the world. All right, going back to the topic of vehicles, the next feature that I would love to see in this game would be more things to drive. Now, we already know that we got the Batmobile and the Batcycle, and Jim Gordon is going to have a few vehicles to match Batman's, but I think that there's probably going to be more. If you look at the map design for this game, there's like 3 or 4 separate islands, and they look like they have some gaps in between, so I don't think that it's far-fetched to say that the Batboat can make an appearance, but we absolutely have to have the Batwing. I mean, soaring above the streets of Gotham would be awesome, and there's so many different versions of the Batwing that they could add, and they could also add some chase missions with those vehicles as well. I would not mind that at all, as long as they're not like the first LEGO Batman game. That game is goated, but those vehicle missions were super undercooked. All right, I have to talk about them at least once in every single video, so the next thing I want to see is Batman Beyond. I don't care if it's just a skin or a separate character. I want to see Batman Beyond. WB, stop neglecting him, okay? He is a character, and he exists, and we love him, and we would like to see more from him, please. Okay? Please. I mean, with how deep they are diving into the comics and the source material and everything Batman in the last, 80 years, I would be very surprised if Batman Beyond did not make an appearance in some capacity. I would be very surprised and also eternally disappointed. Now, we don't usually see these in LEGO games, but the next feature that I would love to see would be a photo mode. Okay, I think photo modes are a staple of modern gaming. It's just so fun to set up the perfect shot and then share it on social media. And Batman is the perfect character to do that with. I mean, the photo mode in Arkham Knight wasn't perfect, but it was still there, and I had a lot of fun with it. And I think that the best photo mode that we've ever had in a video game is probably Spider-Man. I mean, they have that thing down to a T. They know what they're doing, so TT Games, take notes. And the last feature that I would love to see in this game would be free DLC. I mean, we've had a lot of DLC for the last few LEGO DC games, with LEGO Batman 3 and LEGO DC Supervillains. A lot of those were paid DLC, so, I mean, they'll probably go with that. But, this could include things like new missions, new characters. It could just be a lot of fun, and there's so many things that they could add that won't be in the base game. Like, if this game truly does only have 7 characters, I really think that there should be DLC to add more. I don't think that that is a crazy request. I feel like that's pretty reasonable, All right, guys, that's going to be about it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it all, I'd really appreciate if you hit that like and subscribe button and drop down in the comments some features that you would love to see in this game. I am so excited for LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, and I hope that you are too. I love interacting with you guys. I love reading the comments, so, let's discuss. What do we want to see in this game? But yeah, until next time. I'll see you guys later.